Today, we are going to be talking about McCulloch v. Maryland. Now, such an important case left such a significant precedence, and yet here is how it started.
Now we will move into the issues involved. Firstly, Congress wanted to open a national bank located in Maryland. However, prior to the bank's opening, Maryland passed a law that required banks to be taxed. However, Congress did not want to pay these taxes, so Congress decided to sue Maryland.
Yo, I'm with the state of Maryland, and you need to pay your taxes.
This is a federal bank. We don't have to pay taxes. We don't have to pay all of your stupid state taxes. Go away.
I'm taking you to court, pal.
Maryland, why are you going to tax our bankers? Why are you taxing our banks? We're the Congress. We don't have to pay your taxes.
Maryland is enacting a tax on every bank in the state because it's our state and we have a right to do what we want.
Yeah, but we are Congress. We have supremacy over Maryland. We don't have to pay taxes to you.
I'm still going to take this to court.
All right, we'll see how that plays out.
Maryland, you may start your oral arguments.
Your Honor, since the federal government has set up a bank in the state of Maryland should be able to tax the bank. Secondly, they don't even have the right to set up the bank in the state of Maryland because it's not in the Constitution that they can do something like that.
United States, you can start your oral arguments.
Yeah, that sounds good on paper, but in actuality, if you look at Maryland, you don't have the right to tax us because of the Federal Supremacy Clause, and we do have the right to establish a bank. Because our laws supersede your laws, because of the Supremacy Clause, we can do as we please. So, there's also a lot of more things to consider, Your Honor. We have no right to pay taxes to Maryland because if the state has the right to tax us, that means they have a right to destroy and limit federal power, which is something that cannot be allowed under the Constitution. So, these are the three big reasons why we should be able to do as we please.
Alright, thank you all. Give us some time and we'll order our opinion when we can. After hearing oral arguments from all sides, which I totally didn't sleep through, me, as Chief Justice, and my constituents have decided to side with the federal government for two reasons. First, the Necessary and Propers Clause in the U.S. Constitution states, Congress shall pass a law of anything that is necessary and proper to carry out their duties. So that means the Constitution gives the federal government implied powers. Second, the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution states that the federal government is stronger and more powerful than a state government like Maryland, which means the state of Maryland has no authority to tax the U.S. federal government. All right. The vote on McCulloch v. Maryland was a unanimous decision, but only 7 justices actually voted on this case. Now, let's go to the actual decision. First, through the Necessary and Propers Clause, the Congress is indeed allowed to build a federal bank. And 2, the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution would allow the state of Maryland to not be able to tax the federal institution, which was the federal bank.
The legacy of McCulloch v. Maryland is a very important one in American politics today, and in the Supreme Court especially. It established the doctrine of the Supremacy Clause and federal law being more powerful than the state clause. It established that Maryland could not tax a federal institution, and that would be important with several other things, such as the Necessary and Proper Clause, and it would significantly strengthen federal authority over the states, leading to many other issues down the road, and maybe contributing to the American Civil War.